Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're looking at the Polestar 5 prototype that makes its run up the hill at Goodwood. Polestar has launched their iconic Polestar 5 at Goodwood once again. This is the prototype and it's looking fantastic. The more and more I look at this car, the more I start to fall in love. And this car will be fully unveiled next year in 2024, and it should be going into production perhaps late 2024, looking for to go on sale in perhaps 2025. So that's looking good. This is the Polestar 5. This is a sport GT sedan. The Swedish company 4-Door GT, under development in the UK, was joined at Goodwood Festival F Speed by the Polestar 3 prototype. So Polestar has brought a few prototypes to Goodwood Festival. We have not seen the Polestar 6 in action yet. I think they're still developing that prototype beyond scene. They're not ready to unleash it on the roads yet, but hopefully next year we'll be able to see that on Goodwood track. Hopefully either in 2024 or 2025, we will get a full debut of the Polestar 6, full prototype on the road, and that should be quite fantastic. So this is an image of the vehicle. Like I said, this vehicle is starting to look more and more beautiful. We already know this vehicle is extremely beautiful and it's sticking to the Polestar design, which is something that we really appreciate. And Polestar is continuing this, and I'm quite happy with that, to be honest. While new supercars like the Caterham Project V concept or the Bentley fleet of W12 engined brutes seem to be hogging all the spotlight at the 2023 Goodwood Festival of Speed, you'd be remiss to sleep on the passes Swedish Polestar make up the hill. Especially those of the hottest new prototype, the Polestar 5, and an all-electric Grand Tourer currently under development at the Polestar Company UK Research and Development Facility. And they say this is actually not too far from the Goodwood Festival of Speed event. Now, the automaker calls the Motorsport Focus Festival the Car Dynamics debut, and notes the camouflage 4-door is current verification prototype spec. Production is about 2 years out, though a reveal is planned for 2024. Like I said, this car will be revealed in 2024 next year. Production is some time away, so we're looking at production perhaps in late 2025, early 2026. Now, it was estimated to be put in about 884 horsepower to use on 3 line courses. Driving also got a first-hand look at what the Polestar 5 was capable of in terms of Polestar Mera R&D Team Center near Coventry. The 5 was joined by the new Polestar 3, that's a sport utility EV, which also made some run at Goodwood and did so rather handsomely thanks to its 517 electric ponies, over 500 horsepower in the Polestar 3. That's an SUV, by the way. That's not a regular vehicle. That's an SUV packed with power. Polestar is not planning on making slow cars, and it looks like they're sticking to that sentiment, which is fantastic. This is a look at the Polestar 3 that they debut at Goodwood. Very big vehicle. Despite the fact that this vehicle is not as big as the Volvo EX90, it is still a big vehicle. They're both using the same chassis, and they're both monster of vehicles, which is good because, you know, the market is switching. People are looking for larger SUVs, and the Polestar 3 really does hit the spotlight. It is very different from anything that is on the market, and is very different from its counterpart, the EX90 from Volvo. They're very different looking vehicles despite the fact that they're built on the same platform. The interiors are very similar, I would say. Now, I do have a statement from Thomas Ingeloff, that is Polestar CEO, and I quote, "We love showing our latest prototypes to the public at Goodwood. With production now starting the first quarter of 2024, it is time for the Polestar 3 to take its first ever run up the famous hill," said Thomas Ingeloff. "The SUV for the electric age looks fantastic and will be an exceptional car to own. We found a Polestar 3 sitting static on the company's stand at Goodwood, along the company's electric roadster concept. So there was a Polestar 3 sitting on standby just for display. And of course, there was the Polestar 6, basically the competitor to the Porsche 911 and the competitor to the Tesla Roadster as well. And that vehicle should be coming in 2026, 2027. If there's any delay, perhaps 2027. Now, looking closer to the present, Canadians can place an order for the Polestar 3 now, with deliveries expected to begin in mid-2024 or so. Of course, production will be starting at the start of 2023 apparently, But the good thing is that we can expect some deliveries throughout the entirety year of 2024, which is good. Now, the Polestar 2 and the Polestar 2 BST edition, that is the 230, were also present at Goodwood, with the latter scheduled to make 2 runs daily during the event, just like the 3 and the 5 prototype. This is quite good. This is quite exceptional, especially from Polestar, of course. I'm glad they're showing off the Polestar 5 quite a lot more. I'm glad more people are able to see the Polestar 6, get to experience what Polestar is planning for the near future. That's looking quite good. Now, we know plenty about the Polestar vehicle so far, about a handful of the Polestar vehicle, all of them. I've spoken about all of these vehicles thus far. We've spoken about the Polestar 5 recently as well, so I've got a few videos on the channel that you can check out if you want some additional information on this vehicle. And the stock price of Polestar is looking exceptionally well right now. We are gradually starting to recover, and I've got to say, in the last 3-4 months, this is the strongest recovery we've had thus far. Now, I remember prior in early May, we were trying to recover in terms of share price, but then the deliveries. But then some bad news came about for Polestar. Of course, they announced some unfortunate news, which is that they'd have to reduce deliveries expectations. They'd have to move back or push back the production start of the Polestar 3, which was unfortunate, and that kind of made the stock price tanked once again. But I'll admit that's a great opportunity to buy Polestar for many people, and so they did. And since then, since the share price has been around $3.20, it's going up to closely around $5 right now. If we can break $6 in the next month or two, that is doubled within the space of 2 to 3 months, which is quite phenomenal. So we're looking forward to that for sure. Now, just before we end this video, like I said, I uploaded a few recent videos. One about the Polestar 5 prototype update. So you can check that out. That's within the last couple of weeks. I've uploaded a video on the Polestar 6 as well, the future of the company, the Polestar 6. And we've uploaded some videos of the Polestar 2024 2, the Polestar 2 that will be starting deliveries next year. That car is seriously packing a lot of punch. Over 654 kilometers in the highest model. That's within the highest configuration at least. We've also spoken about the Polestar Q2 deliveries, which were absolutely incredible. I recommend you checking out that video as well. Got some good details. Now that is it for today. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to see more. Leave a like, leave a comment, and of course, subscribe to our newsletter. You can get that newsletter on our website. This is our blog, of course. You can subscribe on the homepage, and we'll be uploading some new content, some new articles for everyone to enjoy. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in our next video. Peace.